So recently I rewatched The Visit, which in short is a movie about two teens who are going to spend a week with their grandparents, which they have never met because their mother stopped contact with them 16 years ago. Before I continue, this movie was chosen by So Bad Gaming Kevin. If you want to choose the next movie I review, just leave a comment telling me down below what I should review. This movie is of the found footage genre and starts off with Becca interviewing her mother about why she lost contact with her parents.
Left at 19, haven't spoken to my parents in 15 years. Recently, my parents looked me up on the internet, asked to meet their grandchildren.
We then get to the pièce de résistance of this movie, the writing.
I'm on the text with two separate girls.
It's important you put the word separate in there in case we thought they were conjoined twins.
They're on deck.
You were 13, there's no deck to be on.
I've seen them in the shower. That's eerily accurate.
You don't even have boobs!
The scariest thing about this movie is that someone read the script and was like, yeah, that's what kids sound like nowadays. Watching this movie the first time, I was severely underimpressed. Watching it a second time and noticing all the mistakes felt like a chore. We are currently living in a generation of cringe. Pop on Musical.ly and you'll find 15-year-old kids getting famous for having zero talent, lip-syncing to songs and showing their abs. This movie's dialogue somehow finds a way to make that seem normal.
Said this may be the start of something new.
So we're on a train to the grandparents' house, and this is where we find out the two characteristics of Tyler, the younger brother.
Since our father left, my brothers had a preoccupation with germs.
Girl, I'm chilling again. I'm feeling again. I'm like Iron Man and Batman. I'm a hero again.
So these are the two redeeming characteristics about Tyler, the younger brother. He's a germaphobe and an awful rapper. This is how we are supposed to connect with this character. These are the only redeeming qualities you will see that he has throughout the whole movie. The one off-putting thing about this scene is this is the only black character in the movie, and Tyler decided, yeah, this guy's definitely gonna want to hear me rap.
This is Maria Bella Jameson, my nana. How do you feel about your new grandparents, Tyler?
It's all good. I mean, they don't even know what One Direction is, so.
This movie tries so hard to be relatable that it hurts.
I got like no bars. None.
Yeah, no, we've heard.
Do you play sports?
I don't like sports.
What do you do? Why are your pants so low?
I rap. It's a form of modern poetry. If you give him a topic, he'll extemporaneously rhyme on the subject.
Becca speaks so quickly in this scene that I have absolutely no idea what she's saying.
He'll extemporaneously rhyme on the subject.
Regardless of what she's saying, one of the biggest things that irks me is the two characters are so polar opposite, and I understand that there are siblings that are opposite, but it almost seems like they were twins and she ate half of his brain and consumed all the intelligence while they were in the womb, because she is so incredibly smart, more so to the fact that I don't even understand half of the words that she's saying, and he is so dumb. It hurts. It hurts.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Okay. The girls, they like me. They think I'm sweet like candy. One girl looked at me like I was a Hershey. Her name was Angie. And a few tall girls, they just look at me blankly.
Just so you guys know, there's no editing magic here. This is literally 4 minutes after the last rap session.
Just try to be formal, as in classicism, moments that are...
We're still 10 minutes in, and we're being treated to more genius sister, dim-witted brother. Ha ha, ha ha ha.
I have not seen your Nana this happy in years. Becca, T-Diamond Stylus, we're old people. Bedtime here is 9:30.
So now as the audience, we're treated to everything is good in the daytime, and now the spooky stuff happens in the night.
Oh, I can't sleep. I need Nana's cookies. I'm gonna turn a personal addiction into a positive cinematic moment. Mom, I'm retracing the steps of how you might have snuck out of your room and stolen Nana's cookies.
break down why I absolutely hate this scene. First and foremost, why would anybody stop at the top of the stairs and start filming themselves in the selfie portrait kind of way? It makes absolutely no sense whether you're filming a documentary or not. Second, and what I think is most important, is this is supposed to be scary. Just imagine this yourself. You're at your grandparents' house and you're walking down the stairs, and then all of a sudden they walk in front of you and start puking. Isn't that horrifying? Somebody being sick? Oh my god, run and call the police, because this is some creepy stuff going down. Seeing as this got great ratings from everybody, I just have to say, am I the only one who thinks that this is extremely odd behavior? If this was me and I was in this situation and I saw my parents or my grandparents throwing up, my first thought isn't to run away and hide. My first thought is, oh my god, there's something wrong with them, let me help.
Grandmother is fine. She had a little bit of a stomach flu last night. She's no lady, Becca. She gets sick sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
This whole movie plays on the fear of elders. Everything wrong that happens in this movie is because they're old, because the grandparents are older. Everything, you know, she howls in the moonlight because she's old, as if this makes any sense.
You can play hide and seek down here. There's lots of visual tension. 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
I'll have to use strategy. He's faster, but I'm smarter by at least 2 standard deviations.
Yeah, no, we get it. You're a genius. Stop telling us.
Here I come.
Becca? Becca?
Now this really pisses me off. When you're adding sounds to a movie that obviously don't come from this universe, you're really doing a disservice to your audience. This is how it should have sounded.
Becca?
Roar! After that abysmal hide-and-seek game, a doctor shows up from the hospital that the grandparents work at. I may have not mentioned, but the grandparents are counselors at this, I guess, insane asylum hospital, so this is a scene.
Do you want to talk to Nana and Pop-Pop?
Yes. Are they around?
No, they're taking a walk, I think. You just missed them.
Tell them I stopped by. They were supposed to volunteer a few days ago. I tried calling. I just want to make sure everything was okay.
What is so utterly annoying about this movie is if you give this scene any thought, it should anger you, okay? So you're gonna find out later in the movie that they live probably at least 40 minutes outside of the next town. So this guy presumably drove at least 40 minutes to their house to speak to them. They're on a walk, which means they should be back in the next, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. But he decides, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. Just tell them I stopped by. I hate this.
I'm going to go to the shed. Ugh. It smells like ass in here. I'm moving closer to the suspicious pile. Oh, shit! Oh! Oh, God damn it! Oh, Sarah McLaughlin!
Your pop-pop has incontinence.
So we then find out that Pop-Pop shits himself, and this is somehow supposed to build the suspense or creepiness factor. I don't really understand this at all. I'm not even sure why it was included. I occasionally shit myself, so it's not that big of a deal.
We have to go. That fella keeps staring at us,
Pop-Pop?
pretending like he's not watching. Hey, stop following me.
No, don't!
He's following me! Whoa, I'm not following you, man. I don't know you following me!
was crazy. He's as strong as a wrestler. He's old. They get confused. Don't freak out. Old people get paranoid, and he's a country guy. All he does is chop wood.
Back to the reason of them being old. That is the reason for all of their problems. Nighttime again. What spookiness is gonna happen now?
Okay, we think there's someone outside the door. It's 10:47. Here I go. I'm gonna open the door.
Open it then. Why do you keep talking about it?
Hi, this is Ron Jeremy. You're listening to Porno Sonic.
Damn! Grandma got cake!
Tell you the truth, she has a diagnosed disorder. Apparently many elderly people have it. It's called sundowning. It's a kind of dementia that's triggered by nightfall.
Finally, an explanation that makes sense. They're old. And all this time I thought something sinister was going on.
Something happened to your computer. I spilled some biscuit batter on it.
She's weird during the day and then gets even weirder at night.
I'm telling you, it's okay. I downloaded the definition of sundowning. Sundown syndrome, a term for disorientation, agitation, the general worsening of mental symptoms classically described in the... It's normal old age problems.
Normal old age problems. Yeah, I remember that last time my mom woke me up naked, twerking beside my bed. That was a real hoot when I woke her up.